Gentle Yoga. Whether you're here with me in the studio or you're at home watching, some people in the studio finally, which makes me happy on a Sunday morning. We're starting on the back. So if you're not there yet, go onto your back. You can lay on your back, you can bend your knees, you can extend your legs, whatever feels good to you. Just take your first couple moments, allow yourself to arrive. So you want to bring that focus to your breath. Let your breath start to take over. Linda's watching. Hi, Linda. We were just talking about you.
In a good way.
In a good way. And as your breath takes over, right, start to notice it, start to observe it, start to let it push all your other distractions to the background. Distractions float to the background. You find yourself here, fully focused on your mat, your practice, fully present to your mat, your practice. As you feel like you've got your full focus on your breath, start to add that element of control to your breath. Just breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Let your breaths become longer, slower, deeper. As you're inhaling, you're pulling that breath all the way down into your belly. And as you exhale, you're pushing it all the way out. And that way here we can start to move. Just with one breath, one movement. Take a few more breaths right here. Letting that breath kick in. When you're ready to start moving, just take your knees, hook them in to your chest. Right, we're going to start here, just doing a couple little lumbar circles, right? So holding onto your knees. Let your knees go over to the right, then push them away from your body, bring them to the left, and then hug them back in, just circling around that sacrum, the low part of your back. Just do 3 or 4 circles right here. And then come to a stop. Now we're going to switch directions, go the other way. So you're going to let your knees go to the left, push them away from your body, bring them to the right and back in. Do the same thing here, just 3 or 4 circles, waking up the back, the spine. And eventually, you're gonna hug those knees into your chest again. Right, give them a nice big squeeze. Maybe lift your head and shoulders up, let your tailbone lift, curl up into that tight little ball. And then keep holding onto your knees, but let your tailbone come back down. Let your head and shoulders come back down. Take your arms out long, like wings in a T position. And then as you exhale, drop your knees to the right, take your chin and your gaze to the left. So just like that supine twist we do at the end of class. We're not gonna stay here right now. We're just warming up. So we're gonna inhale, pull the knees back to center. And this time, as you exhale, let them fall to the left. Look to the right. Inhale, bring your knees back up to center here. Hug them into your chest. Now you're gonna take your hands to the crease of your knees here and just rock yourself up into an easy seated position. Now we're gonna come around into tabletop, that's hands and knees pose. So you're gonna bring your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Let's start with a couple cat-cows just to get that body and breath in perfect sync. So as you inhale here, lift your chin up to the sky, tuck your tailbone under, let your belly drop, that's cow pose. As you exhale, tuck your chin to your chest, round out your back, hollow out your armpits, that's cat. And just keep moving here. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Now you can be going faster or slower than me as we do these. You're going faster or slower than anybody else here. Just find your rhythm. Take the rhythm of your breath and match. Let's do it. Take a couple more rounds. Now let's meet back in neutral tabletop. Now from here, you're going to take your right leg, extend it long, press those toes into the mat. I'm going to come up a little bit so you can see my whole body on the screen here, but you're going to press your right heel towards the back wall, right? So that right calf is opening up, your right toes are pressing into the ground. And your left knee still in that tabletop position. Now, take your right knee, drop it down. Do the same thing with your left. Extend your left leg long. Press those left toes into the mat. Feel that calf open up. And then let that left knee drop down. Now here, we're just gonna flow. So what you're gonna do is you inhale, you're gonna extend your right leg long. Exhale, drop that knee down. Inhale, extend your left leg long. Exhale, drop the knee down. So just keep going here. And then back and forth between your legs, alternating your legs. Slowly starting to open them up just a little bit more. Do that about 3 more times each side. Go at your own pace. Match your movement to your breath, right? That may mean you're going faster or slower than me. That's okay. This will be my last time here. And then eventually, we're all going to meet back in neutral tabletop. Now this time, as we come to neutral tabletop, you're going to tuck your toes under, lift your hips up and back, come into your first down dog of the morning. Right, so now your fingers are spread wide like starfish, your pointer fingers at the front of the mat, dropping that head between your shoulder blades, pushing your belly towards your upper thighs. You can add some movement here if you want to. Bend one knee, bend the other, just rocking the dog. Maybe you're swaying your hips from side to side, if that feels good. Just taking the time here, check in with your body, notice what's going on. What feels good, like you can really push forward. What's not feeling good, like you need to hold back. Make sure you're listening to your body. Do what it needs as we go through the rest of practice. All right, from here you're gonna bend your knees slightly, look between your thumbs, bring your feet forward, your hands, so come into forward fold here, so your belly's touching your upper thighs, your head's hanging heavy and long. Make sure you bend your knees as much as you need to, so you can get your belly to your thighs. Shake your head yes and no, make sure there's no creases in the back of your neck. Now I'm gonna turn forward here so you guys can see me. And then once we're here, I'm gonna toe my feet out wide a little bit, right? So if I'm facing here, so I want the long edge of my mat. If you're just straight ahead of your mat, your pinky toe should be lined up with the outside edge of your mat, right? So just a little wider stance. We're gonna do our whole sun salutation from here in this wide stance. First, just take a half lift into that monkey. See how that feels? Just pull your shoulders even with your hips. Your hands probably don't slide as far up your legs as they usually do because we're in that little wider stance. That's okay. Right, crown of your head's right towards me. And as you exhale, come back down. Now from here, we're going to take some twists. So take your left hand, put it right on top of your right foot. Right? If you can't get that far, then to the inside of your right foot. But if you can't, put that left hand right on top of your right foot. And then take your right hand and just sweep it up to the sky. A little twist to the right. And then as you exhale, that right hand's going to come down. It's going to sweep all the way over. It's going to come on top of your left foot. And your left hand is going to sweep up to the sky. So now you're twisting to the left. Let both hands come down here. So you're going to bring each hand to the top of the same foot. So your right hand on top of your right foot, left hand on top of your left foot. Inhale. Slowly ragdoll roll up. So let your hands just slide up your legs. Bring yourself all the way up to standing. As we come all the way up to standing, I'm going to step back a little bit so you can see my hands. Right, but your feet are still wide. Sweep your hands up overhead. We're going to take a side bend each way. You're going to grab your left wrist with your right hand and just pull it to the right. Then as you inhale, come back to center. As you exhale here, grab your right wrist with your left hand. I'm trying to remember what side we're on. Go to the left. Inhale, come back to center. And now, just come into cactus arms here. So bend your elbows, palms towards me. Take a little back bend. Push your hips forward. Take your chest and gaze up. Your palms facing the ceiling. Then you're going to inhale, stand tall. Take your arms up overhead. Now, as you exhale here, right, you're going to bend your knees. Send your hips back and down, almost like you're coming into chair. But you're going to bend your elbows and just let your elbows drop to your knees. So it looks like this. Nice little squat. We're not staying here, right? As you take an inhale here, and then as you exhale next, just straighten your legs and drop your hands back down to the mat. You're back in to your wide-legged forward fold, all right? So that's our little mini sun salutation. We're going to do that twice more through. Now that you all have seen it, we're going to move a little faster, move with our breath, all right? So let's inhale, take that half lift, shoulders even with the hips. Exhale, come back down, sweep your left hand over to the top of your right foot, take your right hand up to the sky. As you exhale, that right hand comes down, sweeps onto the top of your left foot, left hand goes up to the sky. As you exhale, left hand comes down, so each hand on the top of the same foot, and then we inhale, ragdoll roll it up to standing. Once you're all the way up to standing, sweep your arms up overhead, grab your left wrist with your right hand, side bend right. Inhale back to center, switch your hands, side bend left. Inhale back to center. Exhale into your cactus arms. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, little back bend. And then inhale, come up tall. So your palms still stay facing the front of the room. As you exhale, bend your knees, drop your hips, touch your elbows to your knees, palms towards the front of the room. And then from there, take a deep inhale. Exhale, straighten your legs. Drop your hands back to the mat and back to your forward fold. All right, let's do that one more time through. So we're going to inhale, take that half lift. Exhale, fold back down. Take your left hand, put it on top of your right foot. Take your right hand up to the sky. Sweep that right hand down, bring it over to your left foot. Take your left hand up to the sky. And that left hand come down, come back to forward fold. Same hand on top of the same foot. Ragdoll roll it up. Once you're standing all the way up, sweep your arms up overhead. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Side bend to the right. Inhale back to center. Switch your hands. Side bend to the left. Inhale back to center. And then as you exhale, cactus arms. Take your back bend. Inhale, come up tall. Keep your palms facing forward. Exhale, bend your knees, drop your hips, elbows to the knees. And then straighten your legs. Come all the way back down to forward fold. Right now, as we come back down to our forward fold here, right, bring your feet back together so your feet are just hip-width distance apart again. Take another half lift monkey, just normal monkey here, right, with your feet at that hip-width length. And then as you exhale, go back down. Now this time, as we inhale, we're going to peel up into chair. So bend your knees, send your hips back and down. Reach your arms forward. Right? If you can't reach them forward, if that doesn't feel good, you can bring them to heart center. If you're feeling like you really need more today, take them up to the sky. Challenge that core a little bit. Right? But from our chair, we're going to take a twist each way. What you're going to do here is just reach that left hand forward, sweep your right hand back. So it's an open arm twist to the right side of the room. Bring that right hand back forward. Now you can go the other way, take your left hand back, bring your right hand forward, twist the left. Inhale, both hands come back to center, and then as you exhale, just straighten your legs. Drop your hands to the mat. Come to forward fold. All right, now from here, take another half lift. Pull your shoulders even with your hips. Not quite all the way in the frame here. Exhale. exhale, fold back down. Now, you're gonna keep your right foot forward. Take your left foot, step it way back behind you. Come to your runner's lunge. As we get here to runner's lunge, you're gonna take that left heel, dial it down so your left toes are pointed towards the left side of the room. And as you inhale, you're gonna rise up into warrior one. So you're just peeling your upper body up, reach your hands up to the sky, right? I'm looking towards the camera. You wanna square your hips towards the top of your mat. Get your hips square towards your right knee. Reach up high. Maybe here you spin your pinky fingers in and take a little back bend. Maybe you're just staying where you are, but keep bending into that right knee, right? Keep that right knee right over the right ankle. Now inhale, come up tall here. As you exhale, now you're gonna drop your right elbow to your right knee. Keep your left hand up to the sky. Now either you're stacking your left shoulder on top of your right here, or maybe you're reaching those left fingertips up and over your left ear towards the front of the room. Now, as we inhale here, we're gonna come to reverse warrior. So you're gonna come up, let your left hand come along your left thigh. Take your right hand, scoop it up and over. Deep, deep bend in the right knee. Reaching those right fingertips towards the back of the room. Right, maybe you take your left hand and wrap it around behind your back, reaching for your right inner thigh. Maybe you're looking up here at your right fingertips, maybe you're looking back over your left shoulder. But bend deeply into that right knee. Reach a little bit further back. All right, now from here, you're gonna curl your hands around. Drop your hands on either side of your right foot. Turn your left toes forward here, and then let your left knee drop to the mat. Flatten out your left foot. All right, so we're here in this kneeling runner's lunge. Look up towards the front of the room, and then as you inhale, just sweep up. You're gonna take your arms up overhead. Right? Try to make sure, and I didn't get it quite right here, that your left knee is back behind your left hip. My left knee is right underneath my left hip. I'm gonna come down, and I'm just gonna move my knee back a little bit. So when I come up, my knee's still behind my hip. Feel that opening in the hip flexors. All right, now from here, bend your elbows. Come back to those cactus arms. And just like we did in the sun salutation, take a little back bend here. You're leaning back, looking up, palms to face the ceiling. As you inhale, come back up, take your arms up overhead. Now from here, we're gonna twist. So you're gonna take your right hand, sweep it back behind you. This is like the twist we did in the chair. Take your left hand, reach it in front of you. So you're twisting towards your right leg, towards your bent knee. Keep your right knee right over your right ankle. But get into that twist. Now from here, just dive forward. Drop your left hand on the inside of your right foot. Take your right shoulder, stack it on top of the left. So now we're in this twisted lunge. See if you can stay in your twisted lunge. If you need to drop your right hand, you can. But if it's okay, right, just tuck your left toes under. Come up off your left knee. Now you're in this full twisted lunge. Everybody's gonna drop their left heels, so let your left toes point to the left. Push away from the mat with your left hand. You're gonna come up, as you come up, you're straightening your right leg. Hip square towards the left edge of your mat, your hands go up to the sky. You're gonna grab a hold of your right wrist with your left hand and pull towards the back of the room into sky archer. So we're trying to create as much space as possible along that right side body. Make sure your right toes are pointed totally towards the front of the room. Now, release your hands here, bend in to your right knee. Take your arms long, come to warrior two. Look right over the middle finger there on your right hand. Now from here, you're gonna take your left hand, you're gonna sweep it forward. Your palms are gonna turn towards each other. You're gonna hover your chest over your right thigh, right? So I've still got that deep bend in my right knee, just hovering my chest right over my right thigh. You can let your left toes turn forward here if you want to, or you can keep that left heel on the ground if you need it for balance. Your palms should be facing each other, thumbs up to the sky, chest hovering over your right leg. Right? You should feel it in your right glute, in your right quad. Now, let your hands come back down to the mat on either side of your right foot. Look up, right? So really look up. And then while you're looking up, just take that left foot, step it forward, use the right, come back to forward fold. Let your belly come to your thighs. So here in our forward fold again. Now we're going to go through all that again on the other side this time. Okay, so I'm going to turn back forward here for a second. I want you to take a half lift into monkey, shoulders even with the hips. And then as you exhale, fold back down. As you inhale, come back into chair. Bend your knees, send your hips back and down. Hands can be at heart center, hands can be reaching forward. All right, we're going to twist each way, but since we're on the left side, We're gonna go left side first, so really reach those right fingertips forward, sweep your left hand back behind you, open up towards the back of the room. All right, now bring that left hand back forward. Now go the other way, sweep that right hand back, reach your left hand forward, twist towards the left side of the room. Inhale, come back to center, scoot back in your chair, take a deep inhale here. As you exhale, straighten your legs, drop your hands to the mat, come to forward fold. Now take another half lift monkey, shoulders even with the hips, fold back down. This time we're going to keep the left foot forward. You're going to step the right foot way back behind you, come to runner's lunge. So you want that left knee right over the left ankle, right leg nice and long. Everybody's going to dial that right heel down so your right toes are pointed to the right edge of the mat. Keep your left knee right over your left ankle. Push away from the mat, just rise up into your warrior one. So your hips are square towards the top of the mat. Deep bend in the left knee, reaching those hands up high. Now, spin your pinky fingers in here. If it feels okay, you're looking up at them. Maybe you're leaning back a little bit. If that doesn't feel good, you can skip that part. And then come back up tall. Now you're going to drop your left elbow to your left knee. Take your right hand, right shoulder stacking on top of the left at first. If it feels good, you can reach those right fingertips over your right ear towards the top of the mat. Right? If you need to keep it straight up, keep it straight up. Wherever you are from here, we're going to come to reverse warrior. So use your core, pull away from your left leg. Let your right hand come along your right thigh or wrap it behind your back. Take that left hand, reach it up and over. So deep bend in the left knee. Reaching those left fingertips back. Keep that left knee going towards the pinky toe side of the foot. Right? Keep bending into that left knee. Don't just straighten that left leg. Either look up at your left fingertips or look back over your right shoulder. All right, we're going to curl around here. Hands land on either side of your left foot. Turn your right toe forward, look up towards the front of the room, and then drop that right knee down to the ground. Flatten your right foot. All right, now we're going to push away from the mat with both hands. Come up into your kneeling crescent. Make sure your right knee is back behind your right hip, and then your left knee is right over your left ankle. From here, we're going to drop into cactus arms. So you're bending your elbows, bringing it even with your shoulders, palms towards the front of the room. Take your back bend here, lean back, look up, your palms face the ceiling. And as you inhale, come back up, take your arms up overhead. Now we're going to take that twist to the left. So you're going to let your left hand go back behind you. Take your right hand, reach it in front of you. Turn your torso towards your left leg. Keep your left knee over your left ankle. And then from there, you're just going to drop down. Put your right hand on the inside of your left foot. Take your left hand up to the sky. So now we're going to twisted lunge. We're kneeling twisted lunge here. Okay. You can stay here, or you can drop your left hand down first if you want to, but if you can, tuck your right toes under and just come up off that right knee. Then everybody's going to drop that right heel. You're going to push away from that with the right hand. Start to rise up, so use your core. Let that left leg straighten. Turn your hips towards the right side of the room. Grab your left wrist with your right hand and pull back into Sky Archer. So you're using the leverage, that right hand, grabbing that left hand and pulling back to create just a little more space. All right, now release your hands here, bend deeply in to your left knee, reach your arms long, look right over the middle finger there on your left hand. So we're in Warrior Two. There was a mirror in front of you, right? For the people here, they actually have a mirror in front of them, right? They can see themselves in the mirror. You shouldn't be able to see your right hand behind you. Your shoulders are that stacked. You're still bending deeply into that left knee, so letting that left knee go towards the pinky toe side of the foot. All right, now from here, we're going to take that right hand. It's going to come rainbow around and reach forward. Palms face each other, thumbs up to the sky. You're hovering your chest as much as you can over your left thigh. Still keeping that left knee right over the left ankle. If you want to here, let your right toes turn forward. Make it a little bit more. And then as you exhale, drop your hands down on either side of your left foot. Look up. Right, so your chest is lifting. You're looking like you're going to leap forward, right? All you're going to do is push off those right toes. Bring that right foot next to left and come to your forward fold. All right, now from your forward fold, take another half lift into monkey. Pull your shoulders even with your hips. And then as you exhale, fold back down. This time as you pull it back down, you're gonna toe your feet out wide. Again, to the edges of your mat, but this time, turn your heels in and your toes out. And then bend into your knees and drop your hips. Come down into your Malasana squat. Right, yeah, you can use a block if you've got one. Sit down on it, right? Or you can just be in the regular squat if you can get here to like the squat where I am, with my heels down on the mat. If it doesn't feel good to you in your squat, either with or without the block, you can always drop down to your glutes. Bring the soles of your feet together and come to down ankle. Wherever you are here, I want you to close your eyes and just take this time to refocus on your breath. Start to notice your breath again. Do you still have control of it? If not, reassert that. Are you still focusing on your breath? Same thing. If you're not, you've got the chance to reassert it. Lengthen your breaths. Slow your breaths. Deepen your breaths. Just seeing who else is watching. A couple of people are watching us now. Hello. Hello. Take 3 more breaths here. Letting your body calm down. Letting that breath come back. All right, now, when you're ready, I want you to come, put your hands on the mat, step back into down dog, right? We're gonna do a little core work here, a little different today in gentle yoga. Kind of floaty, but we're gonna use our core, all right? So you're here in down dog. Take your right leg, bring it up to the sky. Right? Now, what you're gonna do here, you're gonna bend into your right knee. As you start to shift forward though, you're not gonna come and tap your knee, right? What you're gonna do is bring your knee about halfway and then kick your right leg all the way straight so that your right foot comes underneath your left armpit. Right, so it's like this. Now you're gonna let your left heel drop down so your left toes point towards the left side of the mat. If you can, take your left hand up to the sky. So this is starfish. If that feels like too much, you can leave that left hand down. Right? Now, wherever you are here, right, you're gonna slowly lower all the way down. So lower your right hip down to the mat. Those left toes are gonna flip up. Yeah, if you're here in the studio, you're facing the back of the room, right? So you should be facing the back of your mat. Right, now take both hands up to the sky. And then turn towards your left leg. So that's your back leg, the one that's facing towards the back wall. Really reach those fingertips high, you're lengthening your spine. And then just take a little fold over your left leg. Keep your right leg right where it is. Feel like a nice deep stretch in that left leg. Take 2 breaths here, just because it feels good. And then we're going to come back up, so keep your legs where they are. Just reach your hands up overhead, right? You're going to come back around, turn your torso back around. So you're going to bring your hands back to the top of your mat, right? Let that left leg come down. You're going to dig those left toes into the mat. This is where you're really going to use your core strength, right? You're going to push into your hands, push into your left foot, towards your right leg, and take it all the way back up to the sky. There we go. Now you can drop it down, back into your down dog. Right, so let's try that going the other way. I'm going to turn around just so you guys can see me. You stay where you are at the top of your mat. Take your left leg, lift it up to the sky, and then bend into your left knee. Now you're starting to shift forward, shoulders over the wrist. But as your knee comes forward, right, you're just going to kick it straight right underneath your right armpit. Let that left foot come down. Drop your right heel. Maybe you stay right here if you can. Lift your right hand up to the sky. So your chest is open towards the right side of your mat. Now, very gently, you're going to let that left hip come all the way down. Let those right toes flip up. Take both hands up to the sky, right? So at the beginning, you're kind of facing your left leg, turn your torso towards your right leg, really lengthen out, and then take that fold here, fold over your right leg. Take another breath. And then you're slowly going to come up. turn your torso back around towards your left leg, right? So hands go at the top of your mat. You're turning that left foot over, or my right foot over, right? So see how my right toes came down to the mat. So I can start to dig those right toes into the mat, press my palms into the mat, turn my left leg, and take it all the way back up to the sky. And then from there, you're gonna drop it down. Now you're back in down dog here, right? Bend your knees, look between your thumbs. What we're gonna try to do here is land kind of in a boat, right? So you can jump or you can just step, right? And you're gonna land on your bottom with your feet up. Makes no sense, right? But if I step it, it's gonna look like this, or if I jump it, it's gonna look like this, and it looks like this, right? If you step it, it's just gonna look like this. Right, either way, you end up here in your boat facing the top of your mat. Now, let your feet come down to the ground. Bring the soles of your feet together, let those knees go up to the sky. Bring your hands together so they're reaching between your legs. You're gonna let yourself lie all the way down on your back here. Come all the way down. I'm still in the picture of height. All right, but your hands are still reaching between your legs. Now, what you're gonna do here, see if you can lift your feet up off the mat. So the soles of your feet are together. You're just in this like floating reclining bound ankle. Hands are still reaching between your legs. Now, if you have to, you can keep your feet on the ground. You can lift them, lift them. Everybody's gonna peel their head and shoulders up and just keep reaching those hands between your legs. So you're like pulsing, right? Pulse, pulse, pulse. Maybe about 10 pulses here. You should feel it in your inner thighs, right? That's where a lot of tension comes up, where we get tight from all the sitting we've been doing. If you've been doing a lot of sitting, you're gonna feel it in your inner thighs, right? If you're been standing up a lot and moving a lot, you're probably still gonna feel it, but you're gonna feel it more in your belly. All right, 3 more pulses here. 3, 2, 1. And let those feet come all the way down. Let your head and shoulders come down. Take your arms, reach them up overhead. If that feels okay, stay right there. If you need to move your hands, you can. And we're just gonna take a minute here in our full reclining bound ankle, letting our bodies start to relax. At the same time, letting them start to open up a little bit for our deep stretches. Now, when you're ready here, take your knees, bring them back together. Put your feet on the floor. Take your knees, hug them in to your chest. All right, now we're gonna rock up to seated. So you can take your hands to the crease of your knees if you need to, or you can do without, right? We're just gonna rock up. Now, as you rock up, you're gonna come up to seated. My knees are up to the sky, my feet are on the ground. I'm gonna take my right leg and extend it long, keeping my left foot down on the ground. So my left foot's on the inside of my right thigh, right? I'm gonna bring my shoulders right over my hips, so I don't wanna be leaning back here, right? I'm bringing it up. Bring both hands to the inside of your left knee, so your hands are along your right leg. And then I just want you to keep that left foot planted on the ground, but see how far forward you can slide along your right leg. It's different, right? It's different than what we just did when we had our legs wide. It's different than a regular forward fold. We can't go as deep, that's okay. Keep squeezing that left knee in toward your left shoulder. With your hand as far down your right leg as your body allows for. Mostly keep your back flat, right? You don't need to round out here. Don't tuck your chin, don't drag your head down. Just push your chest along your right thigh. Okay, 3 more breaths here. Right, now slowly come up. Right, as you come up, keep your right hand on your right knee. Take your left hand to the inside of your left knee, and then just push that left knee open. So now that left knee fell open. You've got the sole of your right foot against your left inner thigh. And your sole of your left foot against your right inner thigh. Yeah, that's what I want to say. And now we're just going to do a basic half butterfly forward fold. So you're going to start to slide both hands back down your right leg again. This time, you're probably able to go a little bit further, letting that knee fall open. Again, keep your back flat. Don't tuck your chin. Just try to bring your chest as far forward as you can. And then from here, slowly peel your body up. All right, now we're gonna do that same thing on the other side. So what you're gonna do here, pick your left foot up so your left knee's back up to the sky, and then send that left foot long, bend into your right knee, so now you're bringing that right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Right, again, you're sitting up nice and tall so that your shoulders are over your hips. Bring both hands to the inside of your right knee, and then just start to slide those hands down your left leg. Squeezing that right knee in toward the right shoulder. Keeping your back mostly flat, right? Try to get your head down. Just lean as far forward as you can. You're not coming as far forward as in any sort of regular forward fold. That's okay. 2 more breaths. And then slowly peel it back up. Now, so peel back up here. Take your right hand to the inside of your right knee. Keep your left hand on your left knee. Push that right knee all the way open. So now you're bringing the sole of the right foot against your left inner thigh, right? And my right knee doesn't come all the way to the ground here when I do this. My left knee does. It's all right if you got a little bit of space there. You always have the option, if you have a block or a towel or something, right? You can put it under there for a little bit of support. If it's really bothering you. If it's not, it's okay, right? Either way, you're gonna turn your chest towards your left leg, bring both hands to your left leg, and now you're just sliding both hands down that left leg. Again, just trying to take the regular half butterfly forward fold here. Moving your chest as far along your left leg as you can, rounding your back. Now, slowly peel it back up here. Put your left foot on the ground. Bend into your right knee. So now you're here, just this hook line at the top of your mat again. We're gonna lay it all the way down on our back one more time. Finish up our stretches there. So reach your arms out long. Tuck your chin to your chest. Now you're looking at your belly. Now you are gonna round, right? So let your back round down. Down. One vertebrae at a time. Gently placing yourself down on the mat. As we come down here, right, we're going to do our half butterfly, or not half butterfly. I have the needle stretches here, we just did the half butterfly. So you're going to pick your right foot up. Let your right ankle come on top of your left knee. Let that right knee fall open. So you're making that figure 4 with your legs. Pick your left foot up off the ground. And just start to bring it in towards your body. Now, take your right hand, bring it to the outside of your left thigh. Take your left hand, bring your right hand to the inside of your left thigh. Take your left hand to the outside of your left thigh. So you can interlace your hands together behind your left thigh. Keep pulling that left leg towards you. The more you pull that left leg towards you, the more you're going to feel the sensation in your right hip. That's what we're going for here. Nice deep stretch in the right hip. Now maybe you take your right elbow and you kind of push that right knee open a little bit more. That gives you more sensation, right? Maybe you want to take your left leg and kick it up to the sky. See how that feels? You can stay right there if you want. Maybe you want to drop your left heel to your left glute. Instead of wrapping your hands around your left thigh, you wrap them around your left shin, right? All good options. But in general, your best lever is your left leg, right? The more you pull it towards you, whatever else you're doing, the more you're going to feel. So you can back it off if you need to, or you can make it more. You're going to find that edge, that place where you kind of don't want to stay there all day long, but it's not so much sensation that you can't stay for the 5 breaths that we're going to hang out. Find that place. Just keep yourself right there. breaths. Now, on your next exhale, just release behind your left leg. Let your left foot come down to the mat. Keep your right leg where it is, right? And you're just going to use that right foot to kind of pull your left knee over. Let your knees fall over to the right. Right, so it's not like you're pulling them over now. They're not going to hit the ground. You can take your arms out long. You can keep them in cactus arms. If none of that feels good, if it feels like it's too much, then maybe you have to keep your hands at your sides. Open up your body as much as you can. Just take 3 breaths here. On your next inhale, pull it back up to center. And then just take that left foot, step it next to the right. Or, I said that backwards. Take your right foot, step it next to your left. We're going to do both those poses on the other side now. So this time you're going to pick up your left foot, drop your left ankle on top of your right knee, let that left knee fall out to the side, make that figure 4. Then pick up your right foot, start to draw that right leg in towards your body. You're going to take your left hand to the inside of your left thigh, or your right thigh, right hand to the outside of the right thigh, interlace your hands behind your right thigh, okay? And then decide how you want to adjust. Maybe you're using that left elbow to push that left knee open more. Maybe you're kicking that right leg up to the sky. Maybe you're dropping your right heel towards your right glute and looking around your shin. Maybe you're not doing any of that. Just want to find your edge. Most of us get a little bit more sensation going on the left side because if you're right side dominant, your left hip gets a little tighter. It's just how it is. You don't have to look exactly the same as you did on the other side, but I want you to feel the same as you did on the other side. And still find that edge. Maybe here you're kicking that right leg up, but last time you kept your left knee down. It's okay, right? You don't have to look the same. You've just got to feel the same. A few more breaths here. Release behind your right leg. Let your right foot float back down to the mat. And same thing here. You use that left foot, just kind of drag that right knee over to the left. So both knees are falling to the left. They're not going to hit the ground. Maybe they do if you have more flexibility than me. But if they don't, it's okay, right? You can take your arms out in that T position. You bring them to cactus arms, or you can just keep them at your sides, depending on what intensity you want. Take 3 breaths here. As you inhale, bring those knees back up to the center. Now take your left foot, step it down next to the right. Whatever you were doing with your hands, now take to your sides. So your hands are right by your sides, palms face down. We're going to come up into our bridge here. So move your heels just a little bit closer to your glutes, as close in as you can get them, right? If you get them close enough that you can feel your fingertips brush the back of your heels, that's good. If you don't get that close, it's okay. Right? Press in to all 4 corners of both feet and lift your hips up off the mat. So we're here in a nice bridge. Now you want your shoulders slightly tucked so your chest is puffed open. If you have a block and you want to slide a block under your hips and make this a supportive bridge, that's an option. If you want to make it more intense, you can always work one entire shoulder, then the other underneath your body, and clasp your hands underneath your body. Pushes your hips just a little higher when you do that, right? Or you can just stay where you are. All good. We're trying to increase the flexibility of our back. Maybe you're using the leverage of the block to do it. Maybe you've got to engage your quads and your glutes, push your hips higher. 3 more breaths. And then as you exhale here, let your hips float back down, nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. And then once you're lying flat again, now you're going to take both feet and just kick them up to the sky. So you're in waterfall here. So my hands are still right by my sides, my head, hips, shoulders all on the ground. My feet flex in waterfall, like I'm going to step on the ceiling. Allows the blood to go from my feet where it's pooling all day, back to my head and my heart where I need it more. So this is a great inversion. You can stay right here. From there, if you want to make this more, you can come into shoulder stand. Now your option in shoulder stand, right, you lift your hips up, put your hands in the small of your back so you're supporting yourself on your shoulders and your forearms. You can come to shoulder stand if you want to. You can stay in waterfall. If you're in shoulder stand, make sure your elbows are pointed right towards the front of the room. You don't want to splay them out to the sides, then the body weight starts to come into the elbow joint. You want to keep it in your shoulder girdle. If you stay in waterfall, all good too. Right? Wherever you are, take 3 more breaths. Just come in. My phone went off, it changed the light, so I'm going to make it bright again. When you're ready to come out of this, whatever version of the inversion you're in, you're going to come out of it the same way. You're going to bend your knees, let them scrape along your face and body. Slowly drop your feet down to the mat. Now if you've got a block underneath your hips, now you're going to lift your hips up, slide that block out from underneath you. Everybody's hips are going to be flat on the ground. And we're going to come to Happy Baby from here. So in Happy Baby, we take our feet up to the sky again. Right, this time you separate your feet, maybe slightly, maybe a lot. That's up to you, right? You're going to bend your knees. Maybe it's a slight bend. Maybe it's a big bend. Maybe you're not bending them at all. And that's up to you. Reach up with your same hand for your same foot. Maybe you're grabbing the inside sole of the foot. Maybe you're grabbing the outside sole of the foot. Maybe you're grabbing your heel. Maybe you're not grabbing your foot at all. Your hands can be on your ankle, your shin, your knee. Wherever you make that connection, it's good. Once you've made it, roll forward slightly so you feel that sacrum, the low part of your back, pressing into the mat. Then from there, you're just going to rock from side to side, giving yourself a little spinal massage. It should feel good. If it doesn't feel good, you don't have to do it. You can stay still. Maybe now you want to change your leg position if you want your legs to come wider or straighter or bend more, come in more, right? Find that place where this just feels really delicious to you. And then hang out there. Happy Baby should be the happy part of your practice. Make it feel happy. Take about 3 more breaths here, wherever you want to get up. And from there, everybody's going to take their knees. We're going to hug them all the way into our chest. We're going to take our final twist here. It's not like the twist, or it is like the twist we did at the beginning of class, but this time we're going to hold it a little longer, right? So we get a chance to get a little deeper into it. Release your arms here, take them out wide, like wings in that T position, and then as you exhale, let your knees drop to the right. Take your chin and your gaze over your left shoulder. Now if you want to make it more here, you can take your right hand and just press those knees closer to the earth. Or maybe you extend your legs so that your toes go towards your right fingertips. Okay? But keep that left shoulder anchored. That's what's giving you the twist. And maybe you just stay where you are. Good. 2 more breaths. On your next inhale, bring your knees back to center. And then as you exhale, now your knees are going to go to the left as your chin and your gaze go to the right. Same thing here. You can press down on your knees with your left hand if you want, or extend your legs towards your left fingertips. But keep that right shoulder anchored to the ground. That's what's giving you the twist here. We always finish off with a twist, because twists seal off our practice. They let our bodies remember everything we did today. So next time we come practice, it's all a little easier. We go everywhere a little deeper. And let's start to set up here for our final pose, our Shavasana. So let your legs extend long. Take your hands to your sides. You take your palms face down, palms face up, whatever feels good to you. This is your traditional Shavasana, flat on your back. If it's not comfortable to you, there's no need to stay here. Right? You can always bend your knees, put your feet flat on the floor. Maybe let your knees fall in against each other. That takes pressure off the low back. Maybe you want to go and butterfly your legs again if that feels good, that reclining down ankle position. Maybe you just want to roll to your side. It's all good. Just find somewhere to be where you're perfectly comfortable, where you're going to be able to stay perfectly still, and where your mind is going to be able to go perfectly quiet. Let your breath start to take over here. That's how you're going to find that quiet of the mind. You don't have to control your breath anymore. You're letting your breath go completely. And that way, your breath can start to guide you. And as you let that breath go, as you release control, you've got to keep that focus on your breath. Keep noticing your breath. Keep observing your breath. Let yourself begin to follow your breath. When you can master that, releasing control, but keeping that complete focus, breath will guide you right to a place where there's nothing left in your mind but you and your breath. And when you get there, that's your true quiet of the mind. Slowly start to come back into the room. Wiggle your fingers, your toes, feeling the increased sensation that comes with the quiet mind. If you want to here, you can take your arms overhead, do a nice full, deep body stretch. And then from there, just let yourself roll over onto your right side in fetal position. Take a couple breaths right there, just reacclimate to our space. Let the sights and the sounds of the room come back to you. Take as long as you need right here. But then when you're ready, only when you're ready, push yourself up to seated. And we close here. So we're going to close just with 2 Mari breaths and then an Om. Right, the Mari breath, we inhale, as we exhale, make that little humming sound in the back of the throat. And the Om is the universal syllable, it uses all parts of the throat. Right, you can join me in these breaths. Hopefully the people here are going to join me, even though they won't be on camera, right? But maybe you can at least hear them, right? Or you can just listen if you want to, right? But let's all close our eyes here, and we're going to inhale together. Inhaling again. We will inhale one final time and let your eyes drift open. Bring your hands to heart center. Thank you, all of you, for sharing your energy, your practice with me this morning. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste.
Namaste.
All right,
Thank you.
finished up our first week with people actually back in the studio, so it's great. I'll be back here Wednesday night to do some yin, so come join me for that. Liza will still be here tomorrow morning. I know it's Memorial Day. She'll be here at 9 a.m. or 9:30 to do Payo, so come join her for that. All of our morning classes next week are going to start at 9:30, so keep that in mind. Like I said, I'll be here Wednesday night for some yin at 7, and I'll be back here next Sunday for some more gentle. All right, I'll see y'all soon. Bye.